Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to your weekly dose of celestial goodness. As always, thank you for joining me in this space and on this journey. After some very necessary and fun detours, we have arrived at long last to what would appear to be the final destination on our chakra journey. And I say would appear to be a final destination because most people who speak about the Crown Chakra see the arrival here as a rebirth and not so much as an endpoint. It is, in essence, as much an ending as it is a beginning. Liz Simpson says, "This is not a destination, but a rebirth, as we prepare for continual unfolding of new experiences." So we'll learn a little bit more about what that means in just a moment. In our last conversation on the Crown Chakra, we talked about the Ajna, or the third eye chakra. We talked about the type of knowing and wisdom associated with the third eye chakra and how it really comes from having experiences. Embedded in this conversation was also a conversation about trust and intuition. It does make logical sense to me that after we have gone through learning about ourselves and others and learning how to open our hearts and minds and step into our purpose and power, that the next step would be reminiscent of a lesson learned from comic books. I have often said the quote, "With great power comes great responsibility." Most people attribute this to Uncle Ben from the Spider-Man comics, but my trusty friend Wikipedia let me know that this actually first arrived in the Amazing Fantasy Comics number 15 from 1962, in which it was not spoken by any character. Instead, it appears in a narrative caption of the comic's last panel. And a lean, silent figure slowly fades in the gathering darkness, aware at last that in this world, with great power, there must come great responsibility. To me, the Crown Chakra is the enlightenment that comes with knowing that we are powerful beings, but then also being cognizant that we are all connected and that because we're connected, we have to use our power wisely. This is the chakra of enlightenment, consciousness, and connection to the divine. There's a quote that I love that says, "Knowing others is wisdom, but knowing self is enlightenment." Many people in this world believe it or not, are actually afraid of getting to know themselves deeply. I was once like that, afraid to go deep, afraid of what I might find inside myself. But what I found under some of the stuff that I did have to acknowledge that I didn't like were also amazing parts of me waiting to be dusted off. I also don't know if this is really a product of me getting older, but I also seem to care less about certain things that bothered me when I was younger. Call it maturity or growth, I don't know. But I like it here. And if you've watched Game of Thrones, you may recall this amazing quote from Tyrion Lannister, who is actually one of my favorite characters. And he said, "Let me give you some advice. Never forget what you are. The rest of the world will not. Wear it like an armor, and it can never be used to hurt you." I do believe that when you're aware of your whole self, flaws and all, that those things can't be used to hurt you or your feelings because you are already aware of them. You have already battled with them and made peace with them. At any rate, the Crown Chakra is not about battles. It is about the feeling when you have surmounted and transcended all of that. It is about the peace that passes all understanding. There are some really great quotes about this, about enlightenment. Morike Ueshiba said, "Everyone has a spirit that can be refined, a body that can be trained in some manner, a suitable path to follow. You are here to realize your inner divinity and manifest your innate enlightenment." Eckhart Tolle said, "The word enlightenment conjures up the idea of some superhuman accomplishment, and the ego likes to keep it that way. But it is simply your natural state of feeling oneness with being." And also, Thich Nhat Hanh said, "Enlightenment is growing all the time. It is not something that happens once and is then complete." I think that all of this is important to remember because as humans we like to complicate things, a lot of things that could be very simple. The journey into the Crown Chakra is one that happens over and over again. Its essence is also something that can be found in the simplest of moments. The Sanskrit name for the Crown Chakra is Sahasrara. If you listen to these videos, you know. I apologize for brutalizing names, but research it yourself and try to pronounce it. So, anyway, this means thousandfold. It is usually pictured as a white lotus with 1,000 petals. Each of the other chakras led to this point and to this place. It is said that when we awaken the Crown Chakra, we activate Kundalini energy. Now that is a conversation for another day. Liz Simpson, who I mentioned before, explains it in this way. When we awaken the Crown Chakra, we are open to the possibilities of infinity, of space and time, and have the divine wisdom and understanding with which to reap the benefits. The Sahasrara is elementally linked with cosmic energy and thought, boundless and unrestricted by previous patterns. Many people over time have equated this feeling with rapture, bliss, or ecstasy. When I think of the Crown Chakra, it feels like everything is at peace, and for even just one moment that all is right with the world. I sometimes experience this feeling, for example, when I'm taking a walk on the most beautiful of days. The temperature is just right. The humidity is perfect. The breeze also just right. And the sunshine not too hot, but just warm enough to tickle my skin. On these days and in these moments, I feel connected to everything. And yet, I also feel a sense of peace that passes all understanding. I don't know what moments cause this similar feeling for you, but I truly feel that it's worth the work to heal and to develop your chakras so that you can feel this. I feel a deep sense of gratitude for these moments, especially after a long or stressful day. Life is so cyclical, and we will have a constant stream of experiences. In each of those experiences and in each moment, we can make the decision to utilize the lessons learned from our chakras. We can make decisions that align with the love and the desire of our highest self. I think more of us feel these moments than we even realize. It's probably that since they aren't constant, we don't really pay much attention or recognize it when it's happening. But in most days, we are experiencing the death of something and the rebirth of something else. I learned from Mr. Rishi that the Crown Chakra governs clarity of mind, connection to God, the divine, and spirit, and also to your belief systems. Imbalance causes depression, obsessive and manic thinking, frustration, confusion. You might also suffer from dizziness and migraines or brain and nervous disorders. When this chakra is not functioning well, you may also feel constant fatigue, no sense of belonging, and you may find it hard to feel connected to others. You may also find it very difficult to make decisions. Once balanced, you achieve miracles in life, experience transcendence, you feel at peace within yourself, you develop a magnetic personality, you experience divine connection, and you can manifest wealth. The crown chakra resonates with the colors violet, gold, and white. I believe that when this chakra is in harmony, everything feels blissful and makes sense on a cosmic level. So what are some ways to balance the crown chakra? Meditation for balancing the crown chakra, because this is a very important function of the crown chakra. Spending time in silence is also beneficial to the crown chakra. Silent meditation is useful, but if you are someone who may need sound, it's useful to remember that each chakra is associated with a particular sound. The crown chakra is associated with the sound or mantra meditating and chanting to for even a few minutes can be very beneficial to balancing the crown. Listening to 963 hertz while meditating is also great because this frequency resonates with the crown chakra and helps to connect you with a higher consciousness. Crystal healing. Crystals vibrate with different energies, and some helpful crystals for the crown are violet, gold, or white in color. These can include clear quartz, Herkimer diamond, amethyst, ametrine, selenite, one of my favorites, lepidolite, howlite, and tanzanite. Carrying these close to you and placing gemstones on the area of your crown chakra while laying down can also be very helpful to alignment. And colors. Surround yourself with the colors of violet, white, and gold. Wear these colors or add some to your decor. Foods. So the crown chakra really focuses more on fasting and detox, but also on drinking water. So water is also a great detoxifying agent, so that's one helpful tool. Seek therapy. As always, therapy really helped me in this area, and it helped to have someone neutral and open and honest to talk to. I will always include this as a method, but I am always aware that it is difficult for some people, whether due to financial barriers or through other forms of access. There are resources available for low cost or virtual therapy, including resources from SAMHSA. So I will include the link in the description. Aromatherapy is also really great for the crown chakra. You could use fragrances like lavender and frankincense, and also even violet. You can also practice your affirmations, and here are a few. I am a unique, radiant, and loving being. I am open to the abundance and greatness that the universe offers. I am divine. I see the divine in others. I am connected to all that is. I remove all limiting thoughts and beliefs. As always, I do hope that this information was informative and that you can apply these principles in a very practical manner in your own life. Please let me know if anything works for you, and feel free to drop tips and comments, tips and suggestions in the comments. If you are enjoying these videos, please do like, comment, subscribe, and share. And may the stars shine brightly over your week. And may you remember that you are divine. And I do hope that you are also able to see that same divinity in others. Thank you.